Hi, hello. I'm the Queen of Daggers, and I hold the cards Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It's Friday, I'm in love, and I hope you are too. It's time for your weekly love reading. I apologize if there is any background noise, but there shouldn't be. Now, before we get into this, it's time for a little obligatory YouTube self-promotion. If you are new here or if you are returning and have yet to do so, please hit the subscribe button. It helps me better pick up on your energy for future reads, and it's just nice to see you again. And should you, for any reason now or in the future, desire a personal reading, just you and me, my email's in the description box. Feel free to reach out. It's always on a sliding scale. Alrighty, now let's get to it. So I pulled a card for you, for your person, and for your situation, just as I pulled the spread for you, your person, and outcome and advice. You are the Star in reverse. Ordinarily, when I see the Star in reverse, I think of somebody arrogant, a bit brash, a bit full of themselves. However, that's not the vibe I'm feeling. The vibe I get here is people may view you as such, and not necessarily as braggadocious, as arrogant, more so that you don't seem to need anyone. You seem very satisfied, and many people cannot be satisfied on their own. So, some see it as a fault, and some see it as quite the accomplishment. Some find it very admirable. Now, your person is the Hermit, which is funny because that should be you. This is the Virgo card. They don't seem to be saying anything, or they're kind of keeping to themselves. Most likely because you're so independent right now, they don't think that you would pick up on any offers. However, your situation here is strength. So perhaps someone's going to get some courage, given this is the card of Leo. Now, keep in mind, these are the vibes, not necessarily the people. I mean, you could be dealing with a Leo, but the vibe here is of strength, of pride. It could be a very strong connection, honestly. And the star is, of course, Aquarius. So you're out there in self-sustaining brilliance mode. You are just innovating whatever it is you're doing elsewhere in your life outside of the lovosphere, let's say. Because, I mean, here we have the Four of Cups and the Nine of Cups. You are very happy alone. It doesn't bother you to be alone. You've got your focus. And it's not on finding love, which is usually the best way to manifest love. The Wheel of Fortune's in your favor, just in general. You're already good. So that's not on your mind at all. It's in reverse. You're not thinking about it. It's not your goal. It's not this big thing that you're hunting for, necessarily. Maybe it is, but at the present moment, you're not seeing it, so you're focusing on something else. You got the King of Wands. And next to the Ten of Wands, which is kind of funny and a little unexpected. You're sort of the master of your own thoughts. You're really having some breakthroughs of your own, of what you want to do. Hi, my phone is right there. Sorry about that. I just noticed. What you want to do, you're kind of the king of your thoughts, whether you're masculine or feminine, and that's why you don't really need anybody else, why you're not looking for it. But at the same time, you're carrying a lot on your shoulders. And that, too, kind of keeps you away from thinking about love when you're trying to deal with all of these other things. So, the celebratory energy is just not there in you. You're not really thinking about having fun with friends. You're thinking about either your work, or you're focused on your hobbies, or just your personal growth, whatever it happens to be. And again, this is usually the best way to manifest love when you're not trying to, because you're not taking any action. You don't need to. If it's going to come, it's going to come to you. You don't have to worry about it. You're the star. You're not arrogant. You're just self-assured. And you don't need anybody. So, you get the Queen of Pentacles. Seems like your money's looking good, your work life's looking good, you got everything you need, love to see it. And the Queen of Cups, what are you doing? You're in reverse. The Queen of Cups in reverse. And again, you're focused on your own cup here. Like, she's staring down at her cup, not anybody else's. You're going with the flow of your own life. You're making things happen for you. You are focused on your needs. Again, best way to manifest love. Go figure. So, you're just not looking for anything. And that's why you're not taking any action. And again, that's why you're not taking any action. You don't even need a mentor right now. You're already set up on your way. But at the same time, if you don't have any, if you just have your own cup, no one can pour into it. And eventually your cup's going to run dry, especially with this Ten of Wands here, pardon me. With the Ten of Wands there, you get a lot of burdens and that's going to burn you out. So you got to be careful of that. You're picking up your own life. You're looking back at these other people there, but you feel like they're turned away. And this is possibly because you're turning people away. Maybe these people who have been coming towards you just, they don't vibe. They don't pass the vibe check, man. They don't have what you're looking for. And because of that, a lot of people consider you untouchable. And that's where the Star in Reverse comes from. But you're getting out of something. Maybe it's a personal rut. Maybe it's a period of anxiety or depression or just not feeling that great about yourself. And right now you're starting to feel damn great with this King of Wands and this Queen of Pentacles. But at the same time, you don't have anything to celebrate, really. I mean, you can celebrate everything that you've accomplished, but once you've accomplished it, what next? Really, what next? You're sitting here in this Empress energy, but there doesn't seem to be any Emperor in sight, and whether you're masculine or feminine, it doesn't really matter. Cards aren't gendered, and conveniently neither am I. So you're in this Empress energy. You've got your whole empire. You've got your whole empire, but no one to share it with. And you do want to share it. You don't want to keep holding on to that all by yourself. You're working hard and you're willing to put in the work. If the right connection comes along, you'd be willing to put in the work. Because you're not sitting here wounded by your thoughts. You're just getting shit done, really. Nothing's really dragging you down. You're not letting it. You know what you want. And at the same time, a part of you does want this. Part of you wants that. But only if it's reciprocal. Only if you can pass those 3 pentacles and keep those other 6, and the other person is willing to do the same. Because otherwise you'll have no sense of balance. And the thing is, to find anybody, you need to use some kind of communication, because you have all of these ideas floating in your head. But at the same time, do you have anyone to bounce them off? But you're still not going for anything. Maybe you just haven't seen the person you want to see, you know? The person you would think is ideal. And oftentimes the person that we end up with isn't the person that we think ideally we would be, but, you know, at the same time, maybe we'll get lucky. Because you got the Fool, so you are ready to go on this new journey. You've got everything else covered. Like, you got your whole empire, your money's looking good, your career's looking good, your hobbies are looking good, hopefully your health is looking good. Just everything's good. They got no one to share it with. So let's see what's up with your person. Let's see where they fall in here. Let's see what their thoughts are. Why are they the hermit? Why are they in hermit mode? That's what I want to know. Because they're seeing things clearly, but at the same time, they're not. They could be just daydreaming. They could be living in this illusion, not realizing that you would be open to love if the right person came across. And that's caused them some inner turmoil, but I think they want to get over it. They want to have this victory. What they really want here is to have that uniting there. And I think it's interesting in this particular deck that always strikes me as a uniting instead of the bunch of dudes who can't put up a tent in the Rider-Waite Smith traditionally. And they want this, but they don't think that they can have it with you. You're so self-sufficient. Nobody does. Nobody does. And that's why they see you as a Star in Reverse. And that's been causing them this 8 of Swords moment, but they're ready to get out of it. They want to move. They want this happiness with you. They want that 2 of Cups. They also have the King of Wands. They've also got their ideas, their kingdom, their everything together. Now they just need someone to share it with. And that's why they want to come in. That's why they want to come in. But they're still in hermit mode. They're still trying to gain their wisdom, trying to figure out what the best way to approach you is, knowing that they've got this lantern in the dark, and they don't know if your heart is going to be open to that light or not. So they've been in this hangman energy, just thinking about it, and also getting their own shit together, getting their head straight, which is very beneficial. And in doing so, they're healing from whatever they had going on in the past. Like, that's over, that's done. They're not coming with any baggage. And that's what we like to see. You got the 3 Pentacles in reverse. Clearly no one's working on anything here for this situation because nobody knows that the situation's happening. But now we have the Queen of Wands to go with the King of Wands. Almost like they're trying to balance their head and their heart so that they can come forward and offer this. Or at least open their kingdom to you. Because right now you're the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, that showed up in your reading too. You got everything going well. And they see that. And I think they're very happy about it. I think they're happy for you. They don't want to use you. They want to see you succeed. That's the vibe. And they want to jump in on a new journey with you. But again, they're afraid that you won't reciprocate their feelings. You want something reciprocal, and so do they, but they don't believe that you're going to reciprocate because so far you haven't reciprocated to anyone. But they still want to come in. They do. They still want to come in. They still want to come in. They might be concerned that they don't have enough to offer you. But at the same time, they're getting ready. Now, this may even be a mentor figure. This may be someone who's a little older. I don't know. Might not be. You could be the mentor figure in this situation. And they have a lot of choices. They do. They have their pick of the litter, so to speak. But they're looking at one specific thing that they want to work on, and that thing seems to be you. But again, they don't know if you're actually going to take that. So all they're seeing is clouds and not the sun. That's why they've got the moon card up there. And they don't know what decision to make. They don't know if they should even make a decision to try. And it hurts them. It really hurts because this is something they really want. And they're breaking their own heart before you can break it on them. Because that's easier to them. That's easier. And they don't know if there will be any celebration with you. They don't know if that's possible. So they're not saying anything. They have the King and Queen of Wands. They know exactly what they want to say. They want to open up this kingdom. They want to, let down the gate over the moat and let you in. But at the same time, they don't know if it's a good idea when this is what they want so badly. They've got their shit together. You've got your shit together. You guys can both have your shit together. And they want to offer that so badly. They want to be able to go with the flow with you and really just, vibe, get together, be happy. They want to pick up that wand. They want to do this. They want to do this. And what they really want is something long-term and stable. And if there's anything I know about Virgos, given I am one in 4 placements, we love stable. We love stability. We love people who have their shit together. Well, as a Virgo Venus, I have a bad habit of going for people who need fixing, but you know what? We're getting over it. And this isn't about me. This is about you, my dear. So let's see your outcome and advice. Shall we? Yes, we shall. This is my channel, and I've decided so. Alrighty. Now, I know it doesn't look that optimistic right here, but trust me. Trust me. So, the Ace of Swords. There is action that wants to be taken. Somebody wants to pull up this sword and go for it. Then we have the Star. There's this fear of abandonment. There's this fear of not being good enough. There's this fear of having their heart stolen and you just running away with it, not even caring, not even thinking about it. Because you're so self-sufficient, you've been turning down all these other suitors who just aren't at your level. That even though this person is at your level, they don't see anything coming from it. But this too is a victory, the Seven of Wands. This is pushing away all the bullshit, all the negative thoughts. That's pushing it away to get the strength to do something. Five of Swords, picking up what's needed to take the action, but also at the same time, laying back down. And I think this is more of a daydreamy thing. Like maybe you actually already know this person, you like them, but there's this balance that needs to be struck between everything you're already doing and what you can have with somebody else, and everything that they're thinking and what they can have, and whether or not you're actually going to be interested. That's the big thing. And apparently wearing a silly hat. So a decision here has to be made. So let's check out the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck was interesting. Bottom of the deck was interesting. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Will you be in order? Thank you. There's a fear of things going wrong. Babs. Sorry, that's my bearded dragon. There's this fear that... Babs, what are you doing? Oh, he's climbing a box. Okay, he's good. There's this fear that you will not have this same love at first sight that they are. There's a big fear that they're... Honestly, this is the first time I'm going to say the tower is also that internal tower moment of, oh no, oh god, is everything falling apart? Because the tower in a love reading, when I see it, is cataclysmic, it's transformative, it's love at first sight, it's everything's going to change right now. And everything can. It just depends on whether or not you're going to open yourself to it. Or if you want to keep fighting this way. You can turn it down, you can fight it, you can say, no, I don't want this at all, even if you do. Boy, sir, excuse me, young man, Babs, what are you doing? Pardon that? Because you've turned down so many people that at this point folks just don't know if it's even worth it. If you'll just steal their heart and they'll, lose the hope for their dreams of being anywhere near you. But I don't think that's going to be the case. We've got the Three of Swords in reverse. We also have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So this is, can someone bring something to offer? Or are we at a situation where they don't have to try that hard and they can just be themselves instead of coming in with all of these gifts? Like, what do you really want? But at the same time, nobody's working on anything because they're intimidated. And you just don't even know what's going on, so some communication needs to be had. Babs, come on, man. I'm so far in this. Please don't make me restart it by your silly shenanigans over there. Climb into that other box. Thank you. Hi. Communication needs to be had or no one's going to come forward with anything. But at the same time, you have the sun here. So there's a lot of promise. That's the best thing you can get in a love reading. You have the option for the sun. I'm just going to let him. I apologize if that bothers you, but he's going to do it one way or another. You good? You good? You chilling? Is that the box you want to hang out in? Alright, buddy. And you can have something to celebrate. You don't have to be out and alone, and neither do they. Because they don't want to walk away from this. They really want to make this work. And maybe if you see that they want to come towards you, you won't want to walk away from it either. Because you can have that. You can have this. You can have this victory. If somebody does something and comes forward with their emotions, with their thoughts, with their feelings, then nobody has to feel like this wounded warrior, because there won't be a war to wage. It'll be peace. It'll be happiness. It'll be copacetic. If you both get your shit together and do something about it. Because justice is there. It's just waiting for someone to take the jump. I'm so sorry. He's going all over the place. He's being very silly. He might have to go back into his room after this. If one of you picks it up, and if you, take your mind off your work and your money for like 3 seconds to notice that somebody is interested. Boy. Oh my god. So you gotta see clearly, and you gotta see what's actually going on, and they need to see clearly enough to say something. Because they may be putting you on a pedestal, and again, afraid that there won't be any reciprocation. And that's the devil that they need to get over. This overanalysis. This psyching themselves out of things. Because here we have potential completion, we have the world. And the world is a beautiful card. That is full circle, that is happiness, that is, like I said, completion. This relationship has the potential to be the world, to mean the world to you. And it's all up to you as to whether or not you're going to be open to it. I can't make you do anything. And I asked some alien friends for some advice. This is so much longer than I wanted it to be, mostly because there was a lizard making noises. But you have Ananuki, which, you know, in the words here is controlling drama and conflict of interest. But what I'm saying, the vibe I have, is you need to let go. You need to go with the flow of the universe. You cannot control things. Sometimes the best things in life are out of your control. Yeah. So, it's up to you. It really is. At the end of the day, it's always going to be up to you. It's going to be up to you whether or not you recognize that there is a hermit waiting for you. And it's up to you to recognize whether or not there are people who are worth your time. Boy. You really had to do this so late in the video. I'm not restarting this. I'm not sorry, fellow Virgos. I'm not. Yeah, so it's all up to you. And this is what I have for you, Virgos. So, last bit of shameless self-promotion. If somebody wants to keep... Of course you went on to the crinkly paper, the tissue paper for shipping stuff out on Etsy. Oh my god. Blah blah. Please subscribe. Pick up on energies. Love to see you again. Blah blah. Personal readings. Email. Description box. Excellent. Great. Glad we got that out of the way. So all of that said, I'll see you on Monday, Virgo. Bye.